Hello Blazers, it is your boy Roman, your favorite neighborhood Russian. Hi guys, doing today? Welcome to a brand new video. In today's video guys, as you can see, I'm sitting here in my kitchen because today we have a very special video. In today's video guys, I'm gonna be trying out Russian military, Russian army surplus MRE, meal ready to eat, Russian military food essentially. Now this right here is actually official merch of the Russian army. Yes, this is the Russian army logo. It says Armia России, Russian army. When I went to the military surplus store, they only had this, and essentially these military rations, they are sold in retail. You can go to any military surplus store and just pick one up. However, it says right here, it says not for sale. It says the exact same thing on the back as well. So I guess I have a hold of like a ration that they give out in the Russian military once they don't even sell to civilians or whatever. So I have some real contraband on my hands here, you guys. I think making this video today is just really fitting because I'm actually doing things regarding my military draft right now, you know, dealing with that entire thing because as you guys know, I'm a male under the age of 27. I'm eligible to be drafted to the Russian army. So I guess let's see what kind of food I'm gonna be eating if I'm not successful and I do get drafted into the Russian army. You see guys, doesn't smell bad at all. I just wanted to check that it's due till the January of 21. Thing is, guys, one of my friends who's had experience with military rations before said that one of his friends who tried a Russian military ration got E. coli from it. So, guys, I might be finished. My life might be over after this video. Smash like. But yeah, there's a little pull tab right here. Let's just pull it out. And okay, so this is what it looks like. There's a whole bunch of stuff right here. Now, the thing is, guys, I feel like this is kind of a life hack for survival in Russia, just in general. This is like at least 3 kilograms right here, and this cost me like 600 rubles, which is literally like $8. The amount of food you can get for that is usually not that much in Russia, but this is like 2 kilograms of foods you can eat for a few days for $8. I mean, if you're like short on cash, you just might as well eat this and save money. Okay, so let's list what comes packaged. First of all, this is surprising to me. They have bubble gum. Okay, they have some sort of peach flavored powdered drink right here. That's really cool. Classic army crackers, Russian army crackers. These usually come in like every MRE ever. Then we have pate. This is some sort of soft pate. Don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely try that out. And also another pate we have right here is actually kalbasa flavored pate, which is I'm also very excited to try. Now we have 3 spoons. We actually have 2 more drinks right here. So a cherry flavored drink and a raspberry flavored drink. Some kind of officers. It says officers dark chocolates. This is kind of cool. This is like they include chocolate bars in these. This is awesome. Dude, how much calories am I gonna consume today? I'm kind of on a diet right now. This is bad. Alright, we have apple jam right here, which is also really interesting. Then we have some sort of apple puree. There's a lot of sweet stuff in this. I definitely didn't expect that. There's a lot of desserty stuff in this. I expected it to be just meat and everything, but we haven't got to that yet, but yeah, I mean, then we have, I guess, some sort of vegetable stew, like some sort of vegetable mix. You know, these packages just really remind me of like when you get like airplane foods in like some, you know, sketchy airline. That's what it feels like. I feel like I'm on a plane right now. All right, then we have some cheese. Okay, so we have this right here, which is it's called Spik. It's translated in Google Translate as sow belly. But I'm guessing this is some kind of like meat paste, like Spam or something like that, something similar to what you have in the US. We got a pill. They put Xanaxes in this. Yeah, guys, the Russian army is just popping benzos like crazy. No, it's a some sort of B vitamin thingy. It says right here, but I'm actually surprised they include pills in these rations. That's a new one. This is the sketchiest coffee I've seen in my entire life, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest right now. There's also some sort of 2 packets of tea that are called the Crown Elephants. Again, this is some sketchy ass tea I've never seen before, but hey, what you gotta do? When you're on the battlefield, you gotta get what you gotta get. You gotta get what you can get. Okay, so now guys, we finally get into the most interesting stuff, the entrees. First of all, here we have the goulash with potato, and it comes in this like tin can, golden color, very nice. I like that. Gives me a feeling of luxury of being in the Russian military. Buckwheat with beef, sounds pretty good to be completely honest. I like buckwheat, I like beef. And we also have some sort of meatballs made out of beef as well. Apart from the actual heating device, this is it right here. This is the heating device. You don't really get anything. So with the heating device, I'm not gonna actually use it because a lot of the stuff can be consumed just cold. But with the entrees, I'm actually gonna just put them in boiling water. The thing with the heater right here is that essentially these are little fuel tabs. You're supposed to get this metal thing and you sort of fold it out. You put it on some sort of surface, like on the ground or whatever. Then you put one of these fuel tabs on top and you'll light the match, and essentially it just starts burning and it starts producing heat. It starts like a little fire. That's the way you actually cook this stuff. If you're like in the field, on the go, whatever. But you know, since we're in a environment where I can just use my kitchen, I'm not gonna do that. And also, I cannot light this inside my apartment. I don't want my apartment to smell like fuel, and I don't think I can do it on my balcony either, because like I'm gonna get kicked out of this apartment, guys. Okay, so I think the first thing I really want to try out is all of the pastes and stuff like that, and I want to try the crackers. Oh yeah, I just realized I have all these powdered drinks to try. Okay, screw that. I'm not gonna try the tea. I think I'm gonna go for a nice cherry powdered drink. Oh, for God's sake, I forgot to get a cup too. I'm such a shit YouTuber. I realized I want a clear glass for you guys to see this, so I got this whiskey glass. Don't really have any clear cups, unfortunately. Let's open this up. It just looks like a whole lot of sugar, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay. Ah! Ah! It burns, guys. I'm sorry. It fucking burns. Let's stir that a little bit and just let it sit for a while, and then we're gonna come back to it. Yeah, Mr. White. Yeah, science.
What's up, yes, sir?
So yeah, the first thing I want to get into are these crackers right here. I've been told these are extremely tough again. No, it's not that tough at all, actually. There's really not much to say here. It just takes like a regular cracker. For ages, Russian military crackers were known to like break people's teeth. These are actually pretty soft, so good job. Honestly, I think I want to start out with the cheese. That actually looks and smells not that funky, because I've seen other people, I've seen other videos where people try different MREs, and when they open the cheese, it always had like, almost like a sort of mold on the top or whatever. It always looks kind of strange. But this actually looks like it's not like outdated. I'm having an English breakfast today, you guys. A muffin, a tea, and a cracker with cheese. That's some, that's actually like better canned cheese than I could get in most grocery stores. It's pretty decent. Kind of want to have more of this actually, but you know, I got a lot of things to try, so I need to sort of discipline myself with how much bites of every food I can have. Now this looks questionable. It's like some sort of jelly meat. I don't know, dude. Oh, okay. This is literally like fat. You know, like what sala is in Russian. Sala is I mean, it's like supposed to be Ukrainian originally or whatever. It's literally just fat. Yeah, I wouldn't eat that. I actually like sala when you have it like with certain stuff, but this is definitely not something I would want to have on a cracker or something like that. No. This sort of spam jello pork fat is getting a yikes for me. It's getting a pass from you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, now let's try the pate. 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 Again, this is probably just gonna be like airplane food. This is what it looks like. Again, looks slightly questionable, but what'd you expect? It's pate. Wow, that's robust. Look at that. That's like tough. That's kind of, I expected it to be a little bit more, you know, fuck. I expected the pate to be a little bit more, you know. Oh, I get it, because this pate is actually made of cobalt. Oh, I see. Okay, let's try this. That's actually pretty okay. It's actually pretty okay. I see, the reason why it's kind of hard is because it's like actually a piece of kielbasa. So it's not as soft as you expect it to be. If you're in the field and if you're craving some kielbasa, this does mimic the taste of it pretty well. So I like that. You combine this and that cheese, you got a banger. All right, so the next one is the soft pate. Let's try this one. Hopefully it will be soft, not like a rock. Oh. Oh yeah, this says soft. Instantly you can see it's very much, yeah, okay. They're not lying. The Russian army does not lie. I like that. Except for that when they intervene in Crimea, but let's not talk about that. Cheers, guys. Yeah, that's good. This is like a regular sort of, it's called in Russia гусиный паштет. So it's like goose meat, I guess, pate. So it's like goose meat pate, I guess. Why do I say pate? It's pate, for God's sake.
Pate.
Pate. So the heat has gone down a little bit. Let's try this beautiful cherry drink. It's barely cherry, to be completely honest. The color, it seems like, looks more like rosé wine to me. I like how my face is trying to actually focus on my face through the glass as well. That's kind of interesting. Hey guys. I expected it to be completely like, you know, cherry red, but whatever. Let's try it. Whoa! For that color, I didn't expect the taste to be that rich. This is actually pretty alright. I mean, it tastes like cherry a little bit, I would say. Definitely tastes like water with a shit ton of sugar in it. No, I don't hate it. It's really, really sweet, but I actually might finish this. This is pretty good. Russian rosé gets an approval from me. Let me just pop a perk real quick. I gotta do it for the fam, for the fans. You know, stay, you know, eat your vitamins, stay hydrated. This right here, guys, might be the most questionable pill I've ever taken in my life, you know, apart from the red pill. If I'm gonna be tripping balls by the end of this video, it's definitely because of this. Let's try it. That's an awful tasting fucking pill right there, dude. Not the first time I've said that either. Okay, so let's try the last thing that I have right here, which is sort of you can eat cold before we get to the entrees, before we start actually boiling stuff. This is supposed to be some sort of vegetable mix in tomato sauce. Smells pretty good. Smells like pretty good tomato sauce. I'm actually very, very surprised with this. Looks questionable again, but hey, don't judge a book by its cover. Ain't that right? Cheers, guys. Yeah. Just tastes like a whole lot of carrots, tomato, aubergine or whatever. Actually, I feel like this will be decent on the cracker as well. Doesn't that just look so super appetizing? Who eats pizza? This is what we have in the Russian army. Yeah, I'm actually really, really surprised with this. I thought this was gonna be the worst thing today by far, but so far the spam thing is the worst. This was actually pretty decent. Alright guys, I guess I'll start boiling the water and we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay guys, like what, 20 minutes later, we're finally back and we're finally, I guess, hopefully we've cooked all these entrees, main courses that we've prepared here. So yeah, I mean, the first one I really want to dive in is the goulash with potato right here that I already showed you guys. Okay. There we go, I've opened it. Smells like food. Looks like food as well, to be completely honest. Let's try it. This is the goulash with potato. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. The meat is legit. This is pretty good. I could definitely crack some of this. I do hope, guys, that I don't get E. coli, like my friend described I will from this. That'll be a bit unfortunate, you know. Take a kind of a better look at that. The meat in this is like what we call in Russia tushonka, which basically means just like stewed meat. Basically, tushonka is this like Soviet staple. It's Soviet staple of canned food that essentially could survive, you know, hundreds of years and then, you know, could be eaten at any point. It's like stewed meat, once again, that doesn't necessarily need to be cooked at all. You can just heat it up and eat it. So this exactly has that type of meat. Now, the thing with tushonka is that sometimes you get like bullshit tushonka, and sometimes you get good tushonka that actually tastes like real meat, like real beef, and it actually is good. This is good stuff, okay, right here. This tushonka in this right here is actually decent. It's like that Soviet goodness. It has that taste to it. Because a lot of the times now, tushonka is still being produced, but it's really bad sometimes. It's like all just fat and the meat just barely tastes like anything. Tastes like pate or something. This actually tastes like meat and has the texture of it. The story with tushonka is that apparently the Soviet Union had like huge, you know, underground facilities full of it, like in case of the nuclear war, something like that. And they just created this tushonka sort of reservoirs to feed people in case, you know, there's a food shortage or something like that. So guys, you know, if because of the change of the presidents in the US or something like that, if there's a third world war incoming, I don't know what's gonna happen to you Americans, but I, as a Russian, I know I'm gonna be snacking on some of this good stuff right here, and I'm not gonna go hungry. You guys though, I'm not so sure. Yeah, that's pretty legit stuff. Alright, next thing I want to try is again the buckwheat with beef. This already looks pretty good because I actually like buckwheat. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like it's been kind of trampled in there, but I mean, what'd you expect? It's canned food, but it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. It smells like the buckwheat is a bit dry because I know, you know, I've eaten buckwheat thousands of times. I'm a Russian guy, you know. Cheers to you guys. Okay, well, it's fine, but I'm not a massive fan because honestly, it's kind of weird because the, oh no, actually the Oh, I see. I wanted to say that the manufacturer of these is the same. It's not. It's a different company making them. The previous one is a different company. This one is a different company. This also is supposed to have beef inside of it, but for some reason, there's like not much of it, and the beef itself tastes like bullshit to Shonka. You know what I just talked about? In the goulash right here, the beef itself, the stewed meat, is really good. In this one, it's kind of like, you know, the modern Russian, you know, type, not the Soviet type, if that makes sense. So, still very much consumable, you know, it's fine, it's decent, you know. I'm sure if you're like a soldier out on the field, this would, you know, remind you of home. It does get an approval from me, but I definitely do like the goulash a little bit better. And I guess now the last thing we're gonna try is these meatballs right here. As far as meatballs go, I'm kind of worried again. With the meat, with the beef thing, one was good, the other was not that good. The quality of the meat was kind of worse. So with this one, I honestly don't know what to expect. This is also supposed to be beef meatballs as far as I understand. Yeah, it says on the packaging here. Ooh, there's a lot of liquid in that one. I can definitely see. So this one right here, it's literally just meatballs. There's no like side to it, no side dish or anything. Wow, this looks really greasy and oily, but also kind of good. I'm not sure I can even show this to the camera because I'm gonna spill grease all over my table. I'm gonna try my best. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm already spilling grease, and for fuck's sake, it's meatballs, okay? There's not much to show. I'm just saying there's a lot of oil in this. Kind of iffy about this, honestly. But I mean, guys, I don't know. I'm not a picky eater. I would not say so, but I've been to IKEA once. I don't actually have IKEA in my Russian city. There's no IKEA in Chelyabinsk. This is how broke as fuck my city is. I've been to IKEA once, and I've tried the meatballs, and I thought it tasted too processed. Yes, guys, I know you can hate on me in the comments. I don't like IKEA meatballs. This might have a similar situation, so I'm kind of worried. All right, guys, cheers to you. I'm not gonna bring this any closer to the camera because it's gonna drip grease all over the place. Let's try it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't like this. It's fine, you know, it has the taste of meat, but it just tastes like the most processed thing in the world. Again, I understand. This is military food. This is something you're supposed to eat in a battlefield. This is fine, okay? I'm saying from a standpoint of a soldier on the battlefield, this is awesome, okay? This is great. But from a standpoint of a fucking soy boy sitting in his apartment eating good food, it's not that good. You know, it's a double-edged sword, and I want to seem too preachy and that I like this too much, and then I want to also seem like a spoiled brat who's just like, oh, this is terrible, who would ever eat this kind of thing. I understand what this is for, right? But yeah, I mean, just take a look at the texture if you can. It's like the most fake sort of processed. You know how like they have the kind of meat they have in like bad dumplings? That's what it tastes like. And like the texture of the meat is just not there. It's kind of like, it's again more like a pate texture to it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with it. I don't hate it, but as just a meal, I don't know. I think it's gonna get a pass from me. Definitely, I would say that the goulash with the potatoes, the best thing out of all of them that we've had so far. Actually pretty good. Actually good as a meal, like actually a decent meal. Actually, the buckwheat is fine as well, just tastes like buckwheat. The meat is just not that good of a quality as the goulash, but the meatballs, I don't know, it's just so oily, it's so greasy, and like, I don't know. You guys want me to be honest, I'm not a fan. Alright, so guys, now that we're done with the entrees, I guess we gotta head in and try all the dessert stuff we have right here, the chocolate, the stuff like that, have some tea, and have a good time. If one thing in this entire fucking taste test is gonna give me E. coli, there's definitely those meatballs, because they're iffy. They're really iffy. Okay, so the first dessert thing I'm gonna try is this apple puree they have right here. As you guys might have noticed, I love using my teeth to open stuff. Ooh, wow, already got some in my mouth. That's what she said. Yeah, it's a sort of apple puree. It's kind of like, it's really like kids' food. That's decent. I like that. Yeah, this is literally like what you would usually find as like kids' food in a store. I like that. Yeah, this is decent. Now next, continuing the apple theme as well, we have the apple jam right here. Let's try that out. I'm just gonna put some on the cracker because why not? Wow, there's a didn't expect the pieces to be there. It looks good. I'm gonna be completely honest. It looks pretty damn good. Let's try it. Yeah. This is great. This is actually great. Everything apple related in this package is awesome. Actually, all of this dessert stuff might actually be my favorite. And guys, I'm not even that much of a sweets person, okay? I love like burgers, pizza, potato chips, you know, that kind of stuff is like my favorite food. I'm not much of a cake, jam, you know, sweets, candy guy. I don't like really eat sweets a lot, but in this MRE, pretty much my favorite things have been the sweets, because they're really good. I guess because they taste the most civilian-y. Alright, the next thing is one of the last things now that we have to try is that I'm really interested in is this Oficerski Officers Dark Chocolate. Really love the design on it, you know, red star, St. George's ribbon. Awesome, very patriotic. Looks like really old chocolate to me, to be honest, you guys. I mean, it is a MRE that was produced in March of 2019, and again, it's valid until January of 21. So I'm not eating the most, the freshest MRE ever. I mean, that's the only one they had. I might actually die after this video or get some sort of infection. Who knows? But yeah, who cares, right? Let's try this chocolate. That's some solid dark chocolate, dude. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm having a turnover. I don't eat chocolate like ever. When I do prefer milk chocolate, obviously. But this is pretty good. Honestly, maybe I'm just growing up because I guess I'm starting to like dark chocolate. Like, I actually really like this. Maybe it's just because I haven't had chocolate in so long. Since when do I actually like dark chocolate? I'm amazed. Oficerski dark chocolate right here. You honestly may have begun my new affection for dark chocolate. So, Russian MRE, thank you. I think I may have unlocked a new part of myself that I didn't know about. And I mean, guys, honestly, that's pretty much all that's left out of this. I mean, we could have tried the drinks, the peach and the raspberry flavored drinks, but I feel like, you know, it's basically gonna be the same. It's gonna be like kind of the flavor, which were really sweet. We've tried one, so I think that's enough. One thing that is left to try for us is something that I've noticed immediately that I was very surprised by is bubblegum. Yes, Russian MRE bubblegum. Let's do it, dude. Okay, so it has like a kind of a nice. Fucking sick. I just dropped it on the floor. I like that. It's definitely not good quality bubblegum. In a sense, you know, it's the kind of bubblegum that you feel like might actually dissolve in your mouth, but maybe that's the point. It tastes like not epic quality bubblegum because like it immediately kind of starts getting soft in your mouth, you know what I mean? This is great though. Guys, I'm sorry I'm salivating, but I just haven't had bubblegum in so long. This is awesome. I need to fucking start buying bubblegum and dark chocolate. This MRE taste test is giving me new opportunities and possibilities in life. Just letting me know of more things I can do in my life. This is incredible. Yeah, guys, that's gonna be, I guess, pretty much it for today's video. We basically pretty much tried everything the Russian MRE, Russian military food, Russian meal ready to eat, Russian ration has to offer. I'm very pleasantly surprised at most of this. You know, unpleasantly surprised at some items. Some items were kind of mid, if you could say so, probably even worse than mid. But overall, I think it's amazing, especially for what, $8 again that I got this for. This is enough food for 1, 2, or perhaps even 3 days. Depends on, you know, the way you eat, how much you eat. Again, like if you don't mind the taste, if you actually like these, the thing is that these rations, they actually come in different sort of packages. So this is like package number 2. And there's actually 7 different variations of this, so there's 7 different menus in a sense. So each and every single one will actually have different entrees and different sides and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So if you get into these and if you don't mind them, you can probably actually find one you really like and just start eating those and saving a shit ton of money. And again, if you just get bored of one, just switch it up and you know, try another one of those 7 items, and that's it. Your life is figured out at that point. You don't need to worry about food ever in your entire life. I think it's kind of sick. Not only that, but there's also different types of MREs as well. Not only those made by the like official Russian army sort of merch, but also there's different types, different MREs made by other companies that actually are supposed to provide food for multiple days in a row as well. So actually, guys, if you like this video, I might make a part 2 in which I try some other MREs, maybe actually possibly some other MREs from the Russian army as well. They actually sell other types. So yeah, guys, I guess that is going to be pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys did like, you know, some sort of new type of content on my channel. I hope I was entertaining while eating foods. You know, it's not something I've ever tried before really, but hopefully it works out. If you guys did enjoy this video today, please make sure to slap the like on it as well, guys. Make sure to check out my Patreon link down in the description. Donate to us. I would gladly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. And also, guys, you can go down to the description and buy my YouTube Mewtwo's YouTube figurine. It gets your little souvenir and also helps out and my channel supports me basically. So yeah guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. I have to clean all this shit up now. Thank you guys so much for watching it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, my fellow soldiers.